little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider here with the continuation, row 7, of the Granny Spider Stitch. All right, hope everybody's doing well. So we're going to start continuing on with row 7 by chaining up 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, turn the work. And now, because we've reached the end of the road, well, we have to go back outwards. So, into this big old chain space, right next to, not into the stitches, but next to the stitches, going to do 3 double crochets, cluster. All right, then chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, on the previous row, we had a total of 9 single crochets. Well, this row, it's only going to be 7. We're going to skip the first one and the last one and just do the 7 in between. So, skipping, again, be careful where you're at. Skip that first one, go into the next one, and do a total of 7 single crochets. Bit of a close-up for you. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And like I said, we're going to skip this last one right here. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got the chaining of 6. Now we need a cluster on either side of our center cluster. We're going to work in this chain space and into this chain space because we need symmetry. Just like we had down here, we had 2. Well, we need 2 up here. All right. So into the chain space right here, 3 doubles. And again, you can shift your stitches over if necessary. So that's 2 and 3. And then into the next chain space, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, skipping the first single crochet, working into the second, and 6 more for a total of 7 single crochets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skipping that last one, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got that right? 2, 4, and 6. Good. Okay. Then into the chain space right before these 2 doubles, going into the chain space with 3 doubles. 1 and 2 and 3. and then into the top third chain of our first double crochet, 1 double crochet right in there. And there you go. That's the end of row 7. Alrighty. Row 8, because 8 is great. And why was, what was it, 6 afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9? Alright, so starting row 8 by chaining up 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. And into this first double crochet, do a double crochet. All right, and then into the chain space right here, we need another cluster of 3 doubles. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we need to skip the first single crochet going into the next single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochets because we're leaving the last one off as well, right there. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, we're working into this space, this middle space, and this space over here. So it's going to be 3 clusters. So into this first space, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles into the gap right here. 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 doubles into this gap here for a cluster right here. That's 1, 2, and 3. So we've went from 1 to 2 to 3 clusters. It's all about growth and shrinking, if you will. One shrinks while the other one grows. All right, and vice versa. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, we need to skip the first single and the last single. So we're going to have 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip that last single crochet right there. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. All right, now into the chain space right here, we need 3 doubles for a cluster. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then into this last single crochet into the top third chain, we need 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2, like so. And that is the end of row 8. All right. Row 9. All right, so start by chaining up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work. And going into this first gap right here with 3 doubles. It's 1, 2, 3. Then into the chain space over here, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, we're going to skip the first and last single crochets, so we're just doing 3. So skipping that first one, going to the next with a single. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. Skipping the last one, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then going into this chain space with 3 doubles for our first cluster. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then into the gaps, these 2 gaps here, 3 doubles in each. So it's 1 and 2, 3. 3 doubles into the next gap. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 doubles into this chain space at the end. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip the first single, going into the next 3 stitches with single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3. Skip that last one, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then into this chain space, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles into the next gap right here. 1, 2, 3, and then at the very end into the top third chain of our first double crochet, a double crochet. Like so. And that is the end of row 9. Row 10. All right, so for row 10, I'm going to start by chaining up 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. And into the first double crochet, do a double crochet right into here. And then into, not this gap, but into this gap right here, 3 doubles for a cluster. That's 1, 2, 3. Then 3 doubles into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now we're going to be skipping the first and last stitch. So it's just one little single crochet in the middle. Like so. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the chain space, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then into the gaps, 1, 2, and 3. These gaps, we need clusters as well of 3 double crochets each. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles into the next gap. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles into the next gap. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 doubles into the chain space at the end. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so skipping the first and last, just going to that middle single crochet with a single crochet, like so. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then into the chain space here, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 doubles into the next gap right here. 1, 2, 3, and then last but not least, into this first double crochet at the end, we need 2 double crochets. Now if I had done my stitches a little bit looser at the beginning, I would be able to get into here easier, but of course, I never followed my own advice. All right, so going on in there with a double, and then another double into that same stitch for 2 doubles at the end. All right. Oh, we are so close to being done. At least, with the repeat. All right. And we shall continue on. Alrighty, row 11. All right, so now this is the last row for the repeat because this pattern, the repeat is rows 2 through 11. Now, you would keep doing 2 through 11 until, however long you want your piece to be. And I'm going to show you how you can finish this off, okay? So we're going to start, I'm going to show you the basics as far as going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work, and into this first chain space, space, gap, going to do 3 doubles. We got 1 and 2 and 3, okay? Into the next gap, 3 doubles. 1 and 2 and 3. Into the chain space, 3 more doubles. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you remember, down here, we had our double crochet and then 3 clusters, and then we did our chaining of 13, right, down here. Well, it's the same thing on this side. We have our double crochet, 3 clusters, and we are going to do a chaining of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, then yarning over, because our next step would be 3 double crochets into this chain space right here. Which can be a little bit tricky because of that rather long chain, but we can do it. All right, so we've got our 3 doubles into this chain space, and then moseying right along, doing 3 doubles into each gap along the way. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 3 into the next gap. It's 1, 2, 3, 3 doubles into the next gap. 1, 2, 3, 3 doubles into the next gap. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 doubles into the chain space here. So we should have 6 clusters at this point. And we do. Good. All right, so now here's what I meant by the difference. Okay, now if you were continuing on rows 2 through 11 over and over and over, well, this would be your normal 11, where you would end this row with a chaining of 13 here and a chaining of 13 over here. However, what about the fact that down here it is much shorter? It isn't this huge loop, right? If I turn it upside down, it's not this, tremendous sort of bowing rainbow loop, at the beginning over here and over here, right? Well, that is because when we started down here, we skipped 5 chains, right? Well, so if, for argument's sake, instead of continuing on doing 13 here and 13 on this side as well, I'm going to show you that if you want to do a final edge row, if you will, instead of doing 13, you would do 5 chains, and that would be, just pretend, let's play pretend, that instead of 13 here, we do 5. I'm going to show you what it looks like on this side. Obviously, if this is a normal row 11 for you, do 13 on this side and 13 on the other side. But I'm going to show you how it looks is as if you were doing a finishing row over here. So I did my 3 doubles into this chain space, so I'm just going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do my 3 doubles into this chain space on this side. 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 doubles into the next not chain space. I keep wanting to say chain space. I don't know what is wrong with me. Just 3 doubles into the gap. Bear with me, folks. All right, and then 3 doubles into this last gap. I guess it's just really out of habit of saying chain spaces. Okay. And then, last but not least, a double crochet into the top 3rd chain of this last double crochet. Yes. Like so. Now, I'm going to show you what I was talking about. Okay, so at the beginning, yes, we had our chaining of 13, and this would be normal for a row 11. Now, if it was your final row, look at that. Isn't that nice? So you would do a chaining of 5 if this row 11 was your last row, okay? I'm not trying to be confusing. Believe me, I am not trying to be confusing. I'm just showing you what the possibilities are if you kept on doing the repeat of rows 2 through 11. You would continue doing this way. But if this is your last row, this would be how it would look, which I think looks pretty snazzy myself. Yes. Okay, so let me just lay it out for you. Give me one moment. All right, so as you can see, I think it looks pretty darn spiffy. Yes, some blocking would probably help, and so you can see the difference at the top edge between the two. But I just wanted to give you an idea of how you could finish it off and make it look pretty darn snazzy. All right, so I really hope that this tutorial helps and that you found it enjoyable and so on and so forth. So as far as the repeat is concerned, just go and follow along with rows 2 through 11. And I know it is a long repeat, I know, but if you just look at where you are at within the pattern, and what I mean by that is, like, for instance, at the very beginning, you have 3, then you go down to 2, and then 2, and then 1, and then 1, and then sort of none. Also keeping in mind that you have 1 double, then 2 doubles, then 1, then 2, then 1, and then 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and it goes out, it goes, in and out, and so on and so forth, as far as the edge is concerned. And the nice thing about this is that the chains used to make the spider are always the same. They're always 6, which is nice and easy to remember. And then it goes from, as far as the singles, it goes from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 to 9 to 7 to 5 to 3 to 1. And, as far as the center, it goes smaller, and then it gets bigger, and then it'll get smaller again as you keep on going with your repeat. But it's one of those patterns that once you do the initial repeat, the rest is gravy. You know, you can just look at your pattern, see where you're at, and go from there. And if urged to, I might do another repeat of this pattern, but I really think that between this video and the previous video that pretty much covers it, and it's just a matter of following rows 2 through 11. And of course I'm going to put timestamps. You know I am. I always do if I can. And I hope that you liked it. And if you did, share your support. Give a little thumbs up button down below, because I do love what I do, and I love doing it for you guys because you guys are fabulous. Fabulous. And also, please hit subscribe, because I do try to post as often as I can, whether it's crocheting or knitting or audiobook narration, or, of course, my other YouTube channel, Fiber Spider Games. And listen, until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.